this is the Duvall game, right? We can
100%.
officially coin this. This is the Adam Duvall breakout game.
He earned his socks in game 2 of the season.
For sure. I don't know if you saw this stats tweet. I'm sure you did because you follow 6 people who aren't muted on Twitter.
That's true.
Stats tweeted the amount of win probability added by Adam Duvall in that game. Did you see that?
I didn't see that one, actually. One of the few stats tweets I didn't see.
So, as an aggregate of every play that Adam Duvall was involved in, offensively and defensively, do you want to guess the win probability percentage he added to that game?
That's a hard. What during the game, or does that include a walk? It can't include a walk-off home run, right?
Yeah, no, it does. So, like a walk-off will move it. A walk-off will move it from wherever it is to 100%.
Oh, so that difference is what's added. Okay.
Yes, but this is the aggregate of every play included.
I mean, 70%.
He added 126% of the win.
How is that? See, this is I didn't even want to guess on this because it's
stupid.
I
just explained it because it's
I know, but it's this. That's such a whoozy. It's a woozy. It's a whatsy. I don't know. There was no guess I was going to feel good about with that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that final one, he brought it from a 10% chance to 100%. Which
I'm surprised it was at 10%. I guess 2 outs, but still, like you had the tying run on. Here's sneaky part of this, and this is pessimistic Steve coming in here real quick because we're about to get real optimistic, breaking down how that craziness went down at the end of the game on Saturday. Was Yoshi not running out of the box? Because that ball is hit a mile into the air in left field. Who was it again that ends up dropping it? Who's their left fielder? He's from New Hampshire,
Ryan
right?
McKenna.
Ryan McKenna, which it's funny because earlier in the game, there was this like caption by the Orioles account like,
McKenna, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? And I'm like, oh, this one plays great now. But Yoshi hits the ball a mile in the air. McKenna's under it for a good like 4+ seconds. He is under that ball and he drops it. Easiest pop-up ever to catch. I mean, their closer bots, he's already like hitting the fist in the glove, like, nice, we won the game, and the ball pops out. And Yoshi's on first base, and it's like, uh-oh. And they didn't mention it on the broadcast. Like, that's and I love Yoshi, and he had a great first series, and he's a huge reason why they won the series. But I hope Cora or somebody's like, hey, man, like, you got to be going. Because if he's on second base, of course the Sox end up winning the game anyway. You want the tying run at second base instead of first base with 2 outs, obviously. You want the same scenario that you had with Duvall up at the plate on Thursday. But that was the first thing I thought is like, how is he not at second base right now? That he should have been in scoring position. But either way, for it to be 2 pitches later, and that guy's wild, by the way. That Bautista guy, dude, he is.
He gives me some Chapman vibes. Do you get that?
He does. Similar size to Chapman. He's a little
and
bigger.
I think it was like his face when he was, like you said, pounding the glove when he thought that McKenna was hauling that in.
He says a lot with his body language. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. There's something Chapman-esque about him. They could be cousins or something.
There is, yeah. But no, I mean, that moment was I've said this many a time, but it's one thing for an announcer or us as fans to piece something together and be like, oh, wouldn't it be wild if home run here, double, insert big moment here.
Right.
It matters so much more to me when the player does it, when everyone's thinking it would be nuts if you did this right now. Like, I saw some TikToks of fans at the game being like, yo, like, just filming it live, being like, this would be crazy. This would be crazy. And then he does it. Hitting the home run when everyone's hoping for it. To me, that's like 2 homers. That's like, he hit like 2 walk-off home runs on Saturday night because it's
like the opposite of walking into one.
Yeah.
Whatever that phrase would be. It's like, I don't know. I don't have it, but it's the opposite of walking into one. It's like everyone knows what you're looking for. The pitcher knows what you're looking for. And you still get it?
The whole building is thinking the same thing, and then you do that thing. That is a big boy move by Adam Duvall to hit the walk-off homer there when they got second life. The biggest second life you're going to get, by the way. That ball is caught like every other time in Major League history. I don't know if I've ever seen that ever, right? Like that easy a pop-up with 2 outs, 1-run game, and he just drops it, and literally 2 pitches later, you lose the game because of that. And there's still people, by the way, that are like confused at how the home run thing works. Like if the ball in any capacity stays up or hangs or bounces back like it clearly lofts, it's a home run. We got to all know this by now. Like there was a little bit of, and I didn't see a lot of people saying this, but there was a little bit of confusion and then they review it. It's like, we should all know by now, the monster is a vertical thing. It is a flat vertical thing. If it bounces off and it doesn't land on top, it's going to shoot back towards the field. It's not, or if it grazes it, it's going to go straight down. There's not going to be any loft of the ball if it hits off a flat, straight up wall, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's what people are confused about at all. It's like there's a lip at the top and then another lip where the table starts for the front row seats. And it landed on the top on like the shelf. And then
Joe, I'm well aware of what happened. I'm well aware of what happened. Yeah.
So I think what people were confused about is like, wait, is it if it touches the shelf or does it have to go completely into the seats? I think people are confused about.
But it's always been just clear the wall. It's always been if it lands on that shelf there in front of the front row of the monster, it's a home run.
If you're familiar, yes. If you're familiar, yes.
Okay.
But if you're not familiar, I understand why you could see that and be like, wait, is that where's the line?
What's actually going on? Yeah. I mean, for the moment, it would have been cooler if it just landed in the seats so we didn't have any like questions of what was going on there. But
yeah, OB yelling, it should be out.
It should be out. It should be out. It is out. It is out. I'm like,
it was actually a really good call from OB. I actually really
no, it is. It was one of his better moments, and Yuke is just flipping out the whole time. I loved it. But Joey, but that begs the question.
Yep.
Thoughts on the first usage of the LED lights at Fenway? It comes after the Adam Duvall walk-off home run. A chaotic moment, as we just mentioned, with is it out, is it not out? Even though if you know, you do know it is out, but there's still some confusion there. Your thoughts on the LED lights?
Hated it.
Okay, I didn't think you'd love it.
Hated it. Yeah. I'm going to agree with stats. It absolutely did detract from the broadcast. And there were some photographers who were stoked about it because, you get a chance to get some cool lighting on some shots that looks like studio lighting. But it's like, yeah, 1 in every 12 shots looks cool. The other ones are all going to look bad.
Like bad shadows and darkness.
I didn't love it. And the thing that makes me a little bitter, not bitter, but like a little blech about it is that Yankee Stadium did it first.
Don't love that part.
So yeah, so it's like if you were the
Dodgers
first
do it too. I think a lot of other teams. I think it's becoming more popular. But
sure, it's not strictly Yankee Stadium that did it first, but Yankee Stadium did it before Fenway. So it just feels like I don't know. It feels a little gross.
You know what else the Yankees did, Joey, before the Sox? Strikeout whistle.
Dunkin' Donuts. What is it again?
It's like something and son. Yeah, it's a law firm. Yeah, but that whistle was very synonymous with like the old Yankee Stadium, and they carried it over the new one, and then we got the ooh. So I agree with you, Joe, fully. I don't love the feeling of we're like copying other teams' shticks, other teams and other parks' things. But I gotta say, a lot of the reactions when you have an LED light show or you have a new strikeout sound or whatever you incorporate that hasn't been the case at a park that's been around longer than any other park in Major League Baseball, I think your inclination is normally going to be, what is this? This sucks. We don't need it. This is awful. The gut reaction was, oh, this is a little weird. This is a little weird. I don't think I love it. It's like tasting something new for the first time, trying a new food. You're like, not sure I'm going to go back to that dish the next time we come back here. But having said that, it may grow. I'm leaving some space for it to grow on me. I'm leaving some space, and I feel like it's going to look a little and make a little more sense and feel a little bit more accurate when it's summertime. So LED lights and it's like 30 degrees out. I don't know. It doesn't mesh great, but I think the general consensus
in person you'd have more fun.
Yeah, in person it's probably a lot cooler. On the broadcast, I'm like, whoa, what?
It doesn't look good, and like you lose some big moments. Like you could see a lot more reaction, fan reaction, player reactions that like, you end up seeing 10% of. They're seeing like their faces like 10% of the time versus 100. So that is certainly a little weird.
But like the strikeout whistle, I've gotten used to it. At first, I was like, what are we doing? And don't really notice it, and I'm kind of fine with it. So it's probably going to be the same with the lights. It's like, not sure I super love it, but I'm never going to hate on trying something different. The Yankee part is one of the top factors here. It's like the Yankees were doing that, and now we're doing that. Feels a little icky, but hey, try some new stuff. Mess with some LED lights. Means you're doing something big, so at least it represents something big, Joe, right? A walk-off ding-dong.
That is true. Speaking of walk-offs, got a little stat for you. Duvall has never had more than one walk-off in a season. And this is just his second walk-off home run ever.
You know what hit me? That's a fun fact. It hit me after watching this moment. And this may be a dumb thing to say, but I'm going to say it.
Say it.
Does Raffy have any walk-off homers in his career? I don't think he does.
You know what? Let me pull that up. I'll get you the answer.
Is that not a kind of brain buster where you think, wait, can I picture any moment where he's rounding third and throws the helmet in the air? I cannot.
I don't know if he has. He's had a walk-off single.
Yeah, I'm talking
he's had 2 walk-off singles.
Wow. Isn't that kind of nuts? That Devers has no walk-off homers?
That is very weird.